Hey everyone, I'm Rushlock, and this is a quick video about the Twitch Bits program. And I'm kind of going through it on a weekly basis, trying to setting goals for myself for bits to farm up per week. For those who aren't aware, bits on Twitch are like a chat currency. It's an alternative to like supporting directly with PayPal. You get badges for in chat. You can see cheer 1, cheer 100, cheer 10,000. Different numbers will progress you through different badge statuses. They are permanent. They don't reset on a daily, weekly, monthly, or anything like that. So once you have a badge, you have it for the duration of the channel. So yeah, anyway, free ways to get bits on Twitch. If you're on the browser and you're in the US, you can come down here to this gem icon and you can hit get bits. It shows you your current bit balance. I have a little over 1,000. I farm these up Monday through Friday. I spend maybe 5, maybe 10 minutes in the mornings while making breakfast and answering emails, things like that. Let them play in the background, muted, whatever. But you hit the get bits button and you watch an ad. Hit that button, a little ad will pop up in the middle. You let it play for, I believe, 30 seconds. And then you'll see a smiley face. I guess, I don't want to play one here on the video, but an ad will pop up. And in the upper, when the 30 seconds goes by, there'll be 3 emoji faces. And Hazel and I theorize that if you put a positive reaction to it, you'll kind of like get dialed into more ad availability. We can't confirm that. We don't know that. So hopefully get more data from you guys. Tell us your experiences. I've only frown-faced like 2 or 3 ads that were just like really obnoxious and loud and like terrible audio. Outside of that, the vast majority of them are very low-key and play in the background without any major disruption. But yeah, user experiences are going to differ. I theorize based on your geographic location, even within the US, like if certain ads are more relevant to certain consumers, it makes sense for those ads to be more available to those consumers based on geographical location. That's why currently a lot of Twitch partnering on the ad system, I assume, is based in US companies. Though if you're outside the US, you can use the mobile app on your phone or tablet and get mobile ads because those are, I guess, desirable to a wider audience. So like mobile games, mobile device applications, you'll see those ads available to users outside the US. Now with the ads program, the biggest thing that people will run into in terms of issues is they'll get locked out. This button will be grayed out and it'll say try again later. I have no easy automatic win button trick around it. I can only tell you my personal experience. I was locked out of the ads program, even in the US, for about 6 months in 2018. So one day I just randomly got on my tablet and through the Twitch app, I was able to farm up, I don't know, 10 or 20 mobile bit ads. And the very next time that I went back to my browser to check bits, I had access again. It was really weird. It was like in the same day. It wasn't like I checked it 3 months later or anything. But I don't know that, one data point isn't going to convince me to tell you guys that's how it works. But hopefully I'll get more information from other users and we can maybe figure out what locks people out and things like that. Now, in the mornings when I'm making breakfast, what I'll do is I'll usually watch like maybe 10 to 15 ads is my experience. Time of day, I'm pretty certain, is also a factor. When overall site traffic is down, but maybe overall ad availability is at a constant, day to day, hour to hour, whatever. I can get through 10, 15 ads in the morning without even trying. And then I'll get the first, I refer to, Hazel and I use the terms soft lockout and hard lockout, where we'll be told, come back later. This button will be grayed out and it'll say come back later. And in that case, I'll simply close the bits button, click on something else, click over here, whatever you want to click on, come back to it, and go back to bits again, and it'll no longer be grayed out. It happens sometimes 3 or 4 times in a row I have to do that before I can get back in, to kind of brute force my way back in, but I do get back in. If that doesn't work, if I simply close it out and lurk in a channel for 5 minutes and go back to it, it'll work and get me back in there again that way. Like one day this week, I had a situation where the first 10 ads I watched did a soft lockout, making me go through the extra clicks of getting in and out of the system. And then my ads 10 through or 11 through 20, I was able to watch sequentially without any issue at all. And then around ad, I don't know, 20, 25-ish, I got a hard lockout. Waited 5 minutes, got back in, farmed a few more ads, things like that. My goal for the week, though, was to get to like 1250 at least. I wanted to see 250 a day. I guess for no specific reason other than just set a challenge. Though we had a power outage one day this week, so it kind of threw off my schedule. Only got to farm for 4 days, but I still averaged 250 a day. And when I say a day, I don't mean like I'm farming bits all day. I mean at most 15 minutes in the morning generates that. Also, if you're not subscribed to channels on Twitch and you're like, hey, I really wish I could support the channel, but I don't like signing up for something that's residual, I understand that entirely. So the Bits program is something that allows you to, I guess, equate it. Like, if you're subscribed to a channel on Twitch, you're paying $5 a month. The broadcaster gets half of that for $2.50. So whenever you drop 250 bits in a channel, you've basically subscribed to that channel for the month, or done, a comparable amount of support. But again, these are just free ways to farm bits up. I usually farm them up in Degen Chat when I wake up in the mornings because there's more ad availability. It's kind of like if those that watch me play EVE Online, you know how we get the extra plates doing exploration or downtime. Kind of the same thing here. I suspect, again, I don't know, but I suspect there's a higher ad availability after midnight Pacific. That way on the East Coast, it's 3 a.m. my time. I'm usually up by 4 or 5, and I have a lot of ad availability. It doesn't mean that if you're not up at this time, you're not going to get ads. You just may see fewer than I see. But I would be interested to hear from other users times of day, your location geographically, and what your experiences are. If you're locked out, I'd like to take some of the suggestions I've made here, see if they work, see if they don't work, and then see if we can develop new ones. There might be other little tricks that we aren't aware of that will get you guys back into the system. Or like I know Diablo Django in chat, he was locked out for a year, and then I don't know if he did the mobile trick to unlock, or if he did, or just happened to check randomly one day and was good to go. But if we can identify the variables that affect people's account status for bits interaction, could be interesting. But again, if you guys have questions, please post them down below in the comments. Even if you don't have questions and you have feedback, like, hey, here's my experiences in the Bits program, Hazel and I would love to hear it. Obviously, we'll need a lot of data points, because there's always going to be like one nerd out of 10 or one nerd out of 100 who will give bad information. But if we hear a large volume of users sharing the same piece of information, then it adds more plausibility and more credibility to it, and we can try to focus on that and give it a test. But again, thank you guys for being here. Enjoy your weekend, and again, leave your information down below, and we'll see you and compare notes.